Hello YouTube, and welcome to my day number 7 update of my Sage build. Now, I know I said in the last video that we're not going to be doing another one of these. I did, after a while, decide that it would make sense to do another update just because I did need to make some more modifications to the build so I would be able to do deep space more comfortably. Essentially, the big issue that I ran into trying to do deep space was that I didn't feel tanky enough. So, one thing that I've done is I have decided to get a tenacity deal, which is giving me 24 all res, and it's converting all of my first damage taken into elemental damage. Now, this isn't fully set up yet. I will like optimize it more and fully set up eventually. But right now, if you like look at my elixir effect, I get to up to about 500%. If I'm like actively in combat, moving around, I get to 500%. Which essentially means that all of these values are going times 6. So if we have 16.5% convert times 6, we have 99 first convert, which that's good enough. If we have 4 max res, we times that by 6, we get 24 max res. So then essentially at this point, all I need to do now is I need to get another source of max res in my build. Because I want to get 3 more max res. And, 6 more max res to get to 90 max res. And the easiest way to do that would probably just be doing the Kismet. There's like a Kismet that gives you max res. Let's see if we can find it quickly. And that would be like the easiest thing I can do to just like start myself off with having enough max res. And then on top of that, my erosion res is kind of an issue at the moment. I don't really have any like answers or ways to deal with erosion res. But just like the max res, or things I could do in the future, and maybe I will do it. It depends on, just mapping and doing more deep space, how I feel about it. And here's the Kismet, so just 2 of these would give me 300 max res. And, just when I start playing more and I get a feel for it, I'll see if it's near or not. For now, I just have 45 erosion res, I'm just taking on 3 and I'm taking it on my belt. And that's like my only sources of it. What I could do technically in the future is I could recraft my chest, and then on my special organs, instead of using like aura effect and crit rating, I can just go convert, erosion convert, erosion convert. I can just go 2 of these and have 90% of my erosion damage converted to elemental. And then for the last 10%, it's fine if it's not converted. That was one big thing that I did, because when I was doing deep space and I was trying out deep space and stuff like that, I felt a bit too squishy. I didn't quite like how tanky I felt. And to replace my life potion, what I have done is I am actually using Kismet Deep Root. This gives me 8% life regen per second. So I have decent sustain. It's not amazing or anything, but when you're very tanky, like it feels good enough. I'll very often like slowly watch my HP drop down when I'm like in a spicy situation, move away from it and then quickly heal back to full and then go back in. And I feel a lot tankier. I also did T0 my life mods on my gear, so I just went ahead and like got T0 life on every piece. With the idea being that if I have T0 life on every piece, then I'm gonna have a lot more EHP to go with my injury buffer. I did also get more injury buffer, so I swapped in this slate, which gives me 8% injury buffer if I life regain. Now, I did end up changing my Phantasmagoria. So I had one that was 3x4 sealed mana on medium slots. I ended up changing this to micro slots because I could buy this for fairly cheap. And I was trying to hit either CC Immune or Curse Effect, just something like that. And then I would get the other one on my Kismets. I ended up hitting Curse Immune when hitting 2 medium talents. So if I put it in this very specific slot, it touches my Cold Infiltration, which I don't need Cold Infiltration in the build. I have it on my protocol, but this means I can now swap my protocol out if I wanted to. Although I don't really see a need to do that, because I'm probably going to use the protocol on a different build where I'm going to need the Cold Infiltration. And then obviously for Frostbite. And like this isn't like super duper ideal, and maybe I'll change it again. I'll think about some more and see if there's somewhere else I can put it. Because like I could, in theory, also put it like here on the medium on the medium int, and then take the int nodes here. And that would actually give me enough sealed mana that I could just do my abilities, because I have now 10% extra that I don't need. But the thing I like about the 10% extra is it does allow me to replace my Nether King's Judgment. So if I want to, instead of having the sealed mana on here, I can eventually swap this to something else. I just haven't, done that yet. So those are things I'm considering, those are things I'm looking at. But making these changes, like deep space, has been a lot easier. I've been doing a bit of deep space farming now. I need a bit more damage to do red deep space in particular. But I've been doing like Arcana Vorax hunting. So I do like all the hunting points, all the Vorax points, and all the Arcana points. And it's very much just a go in, clear the map very fast, leave type of strat, and just like try to get as fast as possible to the Voraxes and try to get as fast as possible to the Arcanas. I have been enjoying the strat. I just think it's pretty interesting to do. I think it's fun to do. But so far, like, I haven't had the best luck with it. Other people have been doing it, have been having way better luck. But that's kind of just how it goes. Like, I did, like, I think, like, 6 Arcanas yesterday. I was averaging about 3 rainbow chests across the 6 Arcanas, 2 to 3 rainbow chests. Every single Arcana I did, I had at least 1 rainbow chest, and I kept getting, like, special layouts where I would have, like, 5 rainbow chests or 4 rainbow chests, things like that. And I just had no luck. Just insanely unlucky. But I didn't have a very big, like, bank pool, didn't have a lot of FE to work with. Because there's other websites where you kind of want to go into it with, like, 10k FE or 5k FE at least, and buy, like, over 50 maps or over 100 maps. And because of that, I did decide to invest my FE today into doing some safari hunting. I'm going to be doing 4 boss hunting. And just trying a bit higher, like, just a bit higher investment safari hunting. And see how that's going to go for me. I expected it to work out pretty well. And maybe after a while of doing that, I'm going to go back to deep space. So far, things have been working out for me in terms of being tankier. I mean, I have 8.5% XP. All of this was earned in deep space. And I guess you don't know, like, when you do hit level 99, you don't actually get to, like, use a revival token. If you die 99, you lose your XP. You just go minus 10. There's nothing you can do about it. And despite that fact, like, I've been leveling up. I've been getting XP, and I'm slowly but surely working my way to 100. Hopefully we'll get there eventually. It is a bit of a slog to get to 100. And then the last thing, I think at this point of the build, I'm not 100% sure what the plan is. I might upgrade my gear to like T0 just to have more damage. Make maybe some minor changes here and there to be like more tankier, like, doing the full 90 max res. Like, I'm kind of in a 50-50 situation right now, because a part of me wants to re-roll and make, like, a new build, because I've already done everything on this character and this build. But then other part of me kind of just wants to finish this build off, spend, like, another 4 days or 3 days just, like, farming FE, upgrading this character. Having the build be, like, super omega, farming compasses, and doing hunting in deep space without ever dying and just being insane and incredible. And then from there, farm up the next build. So we'll see what we end up doing. I think I'm probably going to keep playing this build and keep spending on it, because the more I've been playing it and the more money I've invested into it, the better it's been feeling. Because, like, there's some Django centered stuff, but honestly, it feels fun. It's nice. I like it. It's not like an incredible 10 of 10 skill. It's like a solid B tier skill in my mind in terms of mechanics and how it functions and things. It's no Whirlwind S tier or Chain Lightning S tier, but it also gives me time to figure out what I want to do next. And with that being said, my next build, chat, is going to be a Sage deck stacker build. My goal is to get to more movement speed. I feel being at like 300% movement speed this season feels very slow to me. I want to get to at least 500%, but maybe 600% movement speed as the next character. And I want my skill to just like full clear the screen and just feel amazing. So if you have any suggestions for skills you think I should maybe try out, or you want to see me try out, just leave them in the comment. I'm not looking for you to be like, oh, this is a build that someone else did and this is amazing. Genuinely, the build does not fucking matter. I'm asking you, if you've tried out various skills in this game, what skills do you think feels amazing? Like, I personally am a big enjoyer of Chain Lightning. I think that feels amazing. I think Whirlwind feels pretty amazing. I think Ring of Ice has the potential to feel amazing. Should like making the bolt work, endgame, scaling the bolt, all that stuff, don't worry about it. That's my job. You just tell me what, you just say this skill feels nice, and if I'll read some comments and I'll see like if anything stands out to me. But currently in the lead is I'm just gonna play Whirlwind. That's just what I'm planning on doing at the moment. Until then, bye bye YouTube. Bye bye.